Unheard of.
What is up, everybody? Yes, it looked like we were done for. There was a month of no unheard of, uh, but we are back. You have your two classic boys on here this week with myself and ABG, and we're just going to get into it real quick, a little bit about what's been going on with us for the past month and why there was kind of like no shows for a little bit, even though it was kind of sudden. So, yeah, man. Basically, what have you been up to? And then I'll say what's been going on with me and how we're just two dudes living an adult life.
Yeah, man, I mean, things in life happen fast, I don't know. It's good to be back though.
Yeah.
Um for sure. But I'm sorry, he didn't really introduce us. This is unheard of, this is unheard of. This is I'm Arthur. That's Jared. Uh I feel like in a month that we've been going
I said us.
just
I
yeah, did
said,
you say our names?
yeah, I said, joined by ABG.
Did you? Oh my God! Maybe I'm just tripping, bro. It's the sickness. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I'm a little bit stopped up. We're gonna try to keep the show a little short, so you have to keep listening to my
Yeah,
messed up
this is
voice.
it's gonna be a quick fireside chat. Just two dudes
Yeah, right.
sitting by the fire.
For our YouTube watchers, you guys can see us sitting side by side this week. But yeah, we just had a bunch of stuff happening. My life has been moving. I got a new job, and I say new. I'm actually moving back to one of my old jobs. To where, I mean, if you know me, I used to travel around to different cities and stuff, doing kind of electrical maintenance work, and so that's what I'll be doing again. So yeah, big moves, big moves, big move glass. But I went to a wedding one week, and some weeks I may have just been unable to record. I'm sorry, everybody that's been waiting for an episode from us for a month, and we really just kind of left you guys in the dark. But yeah, I mean, we've been gone for a minute, but we back now.
Well, it's not just on you because there's been times when you've been ready to go and I haven't been ready. So basically, yeah, life happens. I had like a sick kid one weekend, and honestly, I think a lot of the times when I haven't been able to, I'm also trying to get adjusted to my new job because I've only been there for a month, and we have been off for a month. So I'm still trying to get adjusted to the what's been going on and kind of really finding my own footing in this job because it's a little bit more responsibility than kind of what I've done before. So there's been times when like ABG has said, "Hey, you ready to go?" And I'll be like, "Gotta hop in a meeting." So there's a there's a lot of stuff, but now we're hopefully going to be able to get back into a rhythm of things. You will probably have some more free time when you're on the road, anyways, and
Yeah.
I think yeah, we'll start to be back in the swing of it. Definitely gonna get one for you guys next week. That's a promise. It's gonna happen. Unheard of. We will be back next week as well. However, shoot, life happens. But we didn't want to turn into the thought police, which is why we're back. So
Exactly. We had to keep giving y'all what y'all wanted. You know what I'm saying? I got people hitting me up like, "Yo, ABG, where's unheard of? Where you boys at?" So we had to make sure, come hell or high water, we got back in for you guys this week.
and in like a in a tiny move, this might be a blessing because our audience, man, y'all like 10 to 15 people, hopefully this helps us grow. Shows how much we're really needed out here in the streets and
Yeah,
how much you really
absolutely.
got to hear us talking.
Yeah, man. Listen, they need us, man.
They do.
So
I'm
yeah,
proud of them.
we like I said, we're happy to be back, happy to be recording another episode for you guys. We're not gonna hold you up though. We're just this is gonna be what was this is a callback joke. This is just
Yeah,
a little
little
taster
taster, taster
for
by the
what we're
vine.
gonna for what we're gonna have coming up. So just like a nice short sweet episode for you guys just to cap off a month of you guys not hearing us. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and you know what? To start it off, like we said, we're sitting by the fire, and let's go ahead and get into it. Travis Scott's Astroworld was a huge fire of a mess, okay? Because 9 people are dead now because
Is
of
it
this festival that he held. It was 8, but then
the one of them
somebody succumbed to their
somebody did?
injuries in the hospital. So
Wow, man.
now we've got 9 people who are dead from a music festival held by Travis Scott.
Yeah, man. That it's just to me it's just insane, and I feel like the more and more news that comes out
Yeah,
about this festival is just more and more damning to just how it was kind of put together, and it seems
yeah,
like wasn't put together very thought out and very well. Um, I mean, between of course you have videos of people busting down the security checkpoint and tearing down a fence and trampling over each other there to get inside, and it was one of their security guards. I don't know if it was their head security guard.
yeah,
Another bit of news came out where he said that this was his first time running security at a festival, and like this is probably his biggest job that he had, and he was not prepared for it, and they were not prepared for it, and uh, they had just like I don't even know if he signed a contract or not. Like they were just gonna cash app him money.
yeah.
So it just seems like they didn't take those extra steps, that were needed to ensure, just safety. And I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want to say things don't happen because I mean, things happen. People pass out at shows all the time. People unfortunately pass away at festivals before, but um, it's it just it just seems like this one. I mean, it's happened. This is his first Astroworld festival.
Yep.
Um, and I mean, nothing like this happened at. This might be the third one. I'm not sure,
Well, the
but
third or the second. Last year's got canceled, and he hasn't been
yeah,
doing it that long. So
yeah. I believe he started before his Astroworld album came out in 2017. So
maybe,
um,
yeah.
yeah, but like I said, I'm not sure as to how many it's happened, how many of the shows have happened, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like this one was just thrown together all wrong, you know.
I can't think of the year, but I think like 8 people died at a festival for the Who. I can't remember the year, but that's what they've kind of been linking this to because I think it was very similar, where it was basically like a crowd stampede.
Yeah,
Um, but apparently, Travis Scott's festivals kind of get pretty crazy. I think there was another report where some man got stampeded on, and he's like his whole backside is paralyzed from a couple years ago when he went to a Travis Scott concert.
yeah.
Um,
I've never been to a Travis Scott show before, but I've been to a bunch of rap concerts. So, I mean, I know how it is. When you get that many people packed in, and it just becomes a wave, and you have to follow the wave, or else
yeah,
you're going down. Because, and I mean, like namely just like Travis Scott fans. They're insane. I don't know if you've ever heard of Playboy Cardi, but Playboy Cardi fans are also just insane people. I don't know if you what it was a festival this year, and Playboy Cardi was going on after some pop singer, probably I think on the same stage,
Yeah.
and so a bunch of Playboy Cardi fans came and were at that show, and they were like pushing a lot of the girls down that were just trying to watch their pop singer perform. They pushed them down. I think one girl got like a black eye or something like that. Like a lot of these rap fans it's just a lot of teenagers, and a lot of them just are they just go crazy, and I feel like I'm getting a little too old to be messing around inside of pits and stuff, man. Like, because I mean, I passed out at a concert myself before. Luckily it wasn't super packed out with a million people. I was able to kind of catch myself on somebody and only fell to my knee, and they were able to pick me up and get me some water and get me somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean it gets hot. It gets hot, man. But also with the Astroworld festival, they said they had it in like a parking lot. It was like a
Oh
really
no.
hard surface, like a really hard floor where he was performing on, like not like on grass or anything like that. And so that just made I feel like that made it like 10 times that would make it 10 times harder to try to help somebody that was down, or if you go down like that, like there's no cushion.
No, I don't know, dude. I thought they have it in the MLB stadium where the Astros play.
Like I said, don't quote me on it. I feel like this is stuff I've read online.
Yeah. Oh,
So we
it's
might have
yeah.
to.
Energy Park. So yeah, it's the yeah. So it is yeah, I don't think that's the baseball field actually. It's just used to be a Six Flags location.
Yeah, it used to be the was that what was the Six Flags, that Six Flags called? Was it called Astroworld?
Yeah, it was called Astroworld
Yeah,
because Houston Astros and
yeah,
everything in there.
yeah.
Um
So
wow. Yeah, so either way, man, like 8 people died and the like I'm pretty sure a sheriff or police chief came out and said that yeah, I mean, security probably jacked up, but they said that Travis Scott had more security than the World Series, when Atlanta was just playing Houston. Um, so God, I don't know. I think you probably just have to take better accountability for how wild the crowds are getting.
yeah, yeah, no, that's why that's the I'm not blaming security at all. It's
And I'm not
it's
blaming
a
him
lot.
either. I'm sure
It's
it's
a lot on the fans. Like it's like they get into a trance of just seeing this person
yeah,
perform, and then it becomes I have to get as close as possible with no regard to who's beside me. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, you get that huge wave of people that you're stuck in, and if you go down, a lot of these people are not gonna help you up because they push you down for a reason to get closer.
yeah.
And so then that's when you get instances of people getting trampled, just people who can't breathe just because there's so many people packed into them. And it's just I mean, it's terrible.
It's wild. Like,
And I saw videos of like people, they're down, they're trying to get medical carts to
yeah,
them, and people are either just blocking the way of the medical carts, won't move, or people are on top of the medical carts dancing, you know, just acting a fool, acting a fool.
do
And
you Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, it's I don't know. A lot of it does fall on the fans and just their just lack of um just compassion. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I can find a better word.
Do you remember at the height of COVID, when they were trying to do concerts, especially a lot of country singers, because they weren't missing out on that money during COVID season. They had they would do festivals like in parks and whatever, grassy fields, and they had it like gated off, for
Yeah,
your sections, where
yeah,
basically if you bought like 4 to 6 tickets for your family, like you were going to be in this little section, and then vice versa for everybody else. So I think because of like his Astroworld thing, you start to think, well, maybe the floor needs to be like sectioned off for tickets and who's buying what, instead of making it to where people can stampede the stage anyways.
yeah. I think a lot of those people. Once again, I don't want to say something that's not true. But I think a lot of those people were in like the VIP section that were up
Oh,
against those barricades that were just getting pushed and pushed and pushed to where they couldn't, get out, couldn't breathe, couldn't stand up, all that stuff. Because like it was like people had just like climbed over, people had just went crazy.
that's just wild. And the way the story came out was like, I think I read it the morning after, and they were like, "Hey, 8 people died last night at the Astroworld Festival. Nobody knows the cause." And they were like, "Yo, Travis Scott was still out having dinner with his family," and I'm like, "How do they not know the cause? Like 8 people just died?" Like,
Yeah. I mean, when I first read the headline of eight dead, like I thought it was a shooting or something like that. You instantly go there. If it's a lot of
yeah,
people dead, that's where your head goes. But just to hear that it was just from
stampede, really.
asphyxiation, yeah, a stampede. It's just yeah, it was just
That's
crazy.
messed up.
Yeah,
That's still messed up. Man, the victims and their families, God, our hearts out to you. But
yeah,
that's gonna make a lot of people think about concert safety. COVID's not even a factor anymore. It's just like, hey, am I gonna get trampled by the dude behind me?
yeah. I mean, I haven't been to I've been to a concert since since the vaccines have came out since everything, but I was at the State Farm Arena, so I
Yeah,
was also in the seats and everything. So I haven't got an opportunity to go to a show that just you know around just inside on the floor somewhere. So
man. Yeah. Shoot. Crazy day
yeah,
for the news. It was that's a tragedy. Crazy that wild stuff is happening like that right now.
yeah, yeah. But definitely our hearts out to everyone who was affected by that show.
Yeah. So, you know, we discussed that tragedy, and now we're going to string us into another web of controversies, and we're going to talk about something positive, the new Spider-Man No Way Home film that's coming out in a month. And we haven't talked about it on the show, but man, that trailer that we were waiting on forever really gave us some glimpses. And of course, now there's some other stuff coming out, but we never even talked about the trailer on the show. And I'm just
Did we
thinking,
not talk about the
I
trailer?
I don't think we did.
If
I
we
don't think we
did,
did.
let us know. Tell us we're big dum dums. Sorry, but I don't know. But yeah, that trailer it gave us a lot. I feel like it gave us a lot without giving us much. And I feel like that's something that Marvel does really well. You get a lot, but you don't get too much. You get. I mean, in the trailer, of course, we saw we saw the ramifications of the last movie, Far From Home. How Mysterio, of course, died, and Peter is in jail and everything, and then he goes to Doctor Strange for help,
Yep.
and so Doctor Strange is gonna make everybody forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but in pure Peter Parker yucking it up fashion, he yucks it up, and it seems like he messed up the spell for the worst, because now we've got and this is confirmed, we have a bunch of villains from past Spider-Man movies, past Sony Spider-Man movies, um, that are somehow going to be in the fold of this new Spider-Man movie. So we got a lot of world bending, a lot of universe bending happening because of this. I'm guessing because of Peter Parker's mistake. I mean, I can't be sure. Of course, I haven't seen the movie, but just guessing.
I don't know, man. I think Strange was gonna mess up that spell anyways. Like Wong even told him in the trailer, "Hey, don't cast that spell; it's too dangerous." So that one might have been too powerful for him. But really, I mean, we see a little bit of what happens after Far From Home, but I think with like all the multiverse stuff, we're really seeing the effects of what Loki showed us, in his series, and how
Yeah,
now the timeline's kind of broken. So we were able to see everything now. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it because, as many people know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, especially the older films. I think they have some of the best villains. So to see like Green Goblin's Pumpkin Bomb come out and Doc-Ock, I was like, oh snap, this one's gonna be good. And because it looks like we're probably gonna get a mini Sinister Six film with this, it's just like all the villains are gonna be people we already know, like villains from previous films, so they don't have to spend all this time rebooting, and making like 3 or 4 more Tom Holland films to do a Sinister Six because of the whole
yeah.
timeline thing.
I mean, I
Uh,
feel like that was kind of the way they were going too. With um. Oh my God, the villain of Homecoming is just
Vulture, Michael Keaton.
Vulture. Yes, yes, yes. We were headed that way with Vulture,
Yeah,
and of course, Vulture knows who Peter Parker is. I mean, the whole world knows who Peter Parker is now, or who Spider Man is. Um, but I feel like we're kind of headed that way towards him having to fight multiple villains at once. But now that we know that it's not only just going to be villains from his side of the universe, it's now going to be Doc-Ock.
yeah.
Um, and I'm thinking, I mean, of course, Green Goblin, Electro is confirmed. They got Sandman.
Lizard,
Uh, they got Lizard as well.
dude. So there was a magazine posting that leaked, and it said basically all the villains that were confirmed so far. And
Yeah.
yeah, from the Garfield films, they've confirmed Lizard and Electro are coming back, and
So basically they
Sandman
got.
too.
I was about to say. So basically they got the villains, the main villains from all three Raimi films,
Yep.
and then the two Mark Webb films, and then I mean they really would be doing Michael Keaton a disservice if they did not include Vulture in the fold.
I think he's going to be in it because it seems like Mysterio is going to be confirmed as dead.
Yeah,
Uh, they kind of left that open, in the end of the last film. Is he dead? He might not be because old boy downloaded the Mysterio program still.
yeah,
Uh, but I feel like he's dead. And then,
yeah,
literally, if you include Michael Keaton's Vulture,
That makes
That's
6.
6 villains.
Yeah,
So
that makes 6.
yeah, I think man, I'm just honestly I give a lot of flack to Tom Holland. Well, really not him. He's a good actor. He's a great actor. It's the storyline of the Spider-Man films in the MCU being like, you know, Tony Stark and he's basically Iron Boy Jr.,
Boy Junior.
can't make a suit for himself, like all that stuff. But literally, this
Well,
movie,
I mean, he made his own suit.
I mean, I guess, yeah, the
It
one
was
that he wore at
bad.
the end of Homecoming.
No, no, I'm saying like he had a suit that he was wearing around before before Tony Stark got to him, right? He was running
Yeah,
around in a suit. It was
that
bad.
that homemade cutout that's inspired by Danny DeVito's Always Sunny costume.
The bad spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Um
exactly what it looks like, and I'm fine with it because it's like a kid made it. So
yeah. Yeah.
you would think a hoodie with the spider logo on it, whatever. But man, yeah, this one I think is going to be really good because spoilers, for anybody that might not want to know it, because heck, it might not even be true. Okay, I'm just saying it because there's images that leaked on Twitter of two other Spider-Men, who got those films, Toby
Yeah.
and Andrew Garfield, as well as Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil, Matt Murdock.
That's my
Uh,
favorite. That's really of all the leak stuff. I mean,
that one's got to be real. They're all sitting
that's
there.
that's my favorite of the whole thing. You know,
Yeah.
I love the Daredevil show, and I really was sad that I was really sad that they, just kind of did the those Netflix shows the way they did, and just like cancel them.
Well,
Because I feel like they had a lot more story to tell with those characters. Um,
I think
and
they're I think they're rebooting them, but
are
it's
they?
like it's gonna be like for Hulu, I think, because they still want to keep it rated R. It's just that what they did with the Netflix shows, basically, when they started that Netflix show for the Defenders, like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, and obviously Daredevil, they didn't think they were gonna do like Disney Plus or streaming like at all. And then the only reason they canceled them was because Marvel knew that if they canceled them, they could get the rights to the characters back within 2 years
Yeah.
and do it on their platforms. So
Okay.
I think they're doing kind of a reboot of Daredevil with the same cast. Um, I could go without Iron Fist. I thought that show was awful. Uh,
I like the way they ended Iron Fist, bro. I really did.
I I just think the acting was terrible. I mean it was so boring. Um, so Luke Cage was pretty good.
Yeah.
The second season really I thought was going to take the show in a totally different direction. So they kind of did him dirty too. But
I mean, Jessica Jones was good too, man. For
yeah,
just
she
like
was.
yeah. Um yeah, for just like a kind of I feel like that's a less actiony,
Yeah,
more like a psychological type of show. Like I definitely like that.
I really like the
Um
Punisher too. That one was good.
oh yeah, I totally forgot all about the Punisher. Like yeah, I really enjoyed those shows, and to have just this news that Charlie Cox is back, and I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be defending Peter Parker, so that's gonna be, or maybe they just go to talk to him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
dude, that
I'm excited.
that leaked image looks the most real out of all of them
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's him, Happy, Aunt May, and Peter all sitting at a table in his apartment. And now the other image we're talking about with Toby and Andrew and Tom Holland's Spider-Man characters, I I want to say it's real, just because the other the other leak that came out was of like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in that blue screen with all that like metal rafting and everything. And that's also what that leak had, that metal rafting.
yeah.
So I think it might be real. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but those two images that leaked on Twitter look extremely real.
But also like how you gonna bring back all the villains from those previous movies and then not expect to have those those Spider-Man characters back as well. Like
Exactly.
let's be real.
Like
Let's be
we're
real
gonna
here.
we know who's the best at well, who's already beaten those villains, you know? Like
And like I mean I don't think or prefer that these old Spider-Man characters should, or the old Spider-Man Spider-Man, the old Peter Parkers. I don't think they should be like a a main focal point. Maybe more just like
yeah,
a third act kind of. We here to help you, dog. Ah ha ha. Let's beat their ass. Type of deal.
yeah.
I definitely don't think this should be a Spider-Man cubed movie. This
Yeah.
is just a regular Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, but they should bring them back. I mean, they are.
Dude, I
But
think yeah, as long as it's still Tom Holland focused, you
yeah,
know, because you don't want the story to get too crazy. That's where the other Spider-Man got rebooted for in the first place.
yeah,
Because of crazy storylines going everywhere. Now, I think Marvel knows what they're doing since they've got a hand on it, but I'm not expecting them to be focal points. I'm just saying if we get like 2 minutes of them walking into a scene or something, I'm already gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind if we
dude.
get them just in a scene for like 2 minutes. So be like,
If I don't hear Tobey Maguire say I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye,
yeah, Jesus,
please, please, Sony and Marvel, please. Just I want just a good classic old Sam Raimi Spider-Man like throwback line like that. Something good. Something really good like that.
that'd be funny. And what if he does it to like, what if he looks at Sandman and is like, "I'm gonna throw some sand in your eye," just something so cheesy like he would have said in those films.
Yes, like I was saying because those. I mean, let's be real here. Like that Peter
Well,
Parker was cheesy as hell.
yeah,
Like there's so many moments that were just like,
they're still enjoyable to
but
watch,
they're
but
good. I mean,
they
they're good
were
movies.
they
Yeah,
were really cheesy.
some of the dialogue was definitely cheesy, and so that's like you gotta do that justice. And I feel like Andrew Garfield's Spider Man was probably the funniest. So
Yeah,
he's gotta say something funny, something just. And I mean, we all know Tom Holland Spider Man is just a teenager, so just say something about being a kid,
yeah,
like
man.
those good lines he always has. The funny references. He's a bag of pop culture references, so of course, I mean, I expect that to happen. But yeah, I mean, they just. I hope they find a good balance of
Oh
making
yeah,
these three Peter Parkers work together.
yeah, man. I think they'll be able to do it. Because like you said, I don't think they're gonna keep him in there forever. I think it's still gonna be like a Tom Holland Spider-Man story. Like honestly, when you heard about everybody who was in Captain America: Civil War, I thought this movie's gonna be really crowded. But
Yeah,
really, that was still like a Captain America film at the
yeah,
end of it. It was still just his story focused. So I think Marvel knows what they're doing. I'm not too worried about it. I just know, man, I'm gonna be going crazy once all those old people appear.
yes, sir. Like that's I don't know if that's gonna be like a week one watch because it's coming out December 10th, right?
16th, and which
16th.
so this really sucks because as everybody knows, I would be there the night one. Okay, Thursday night, the premiere of it before the Friday. I'm there,
You got
right?
kids though.
I got kids. We've worked that out. Okay, we've worked the kids out. we would still see the movie. It's just the only problem is Jaden is getting his tonsils taken out the day before the movie comes out.
Shit.
So so I might have to stay off the internet for like a week before I can go see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, it's so young.
Well, he's 6. Most kids get them taken out. You know, about that
I
age.
mean, I've never had it. I mean, I haven't had my tonsils taken out.
Well, I still have mine too, but
Yeah.
like mom got hers taken out when she was like 5. Jaden's cousin got hers taken out when she was 5 too.
I don't even know if any of my siblings had their tonsils taken out. I'm pretty sure they haven't. Like they just get like inflamed. It's just really bad or something.
Well, like they're basically too big, you know. So his tonsils are actually large, like larger than what they should be.
Huh.
For like the size of his throat. It like affects his breathing when he's sleeping, and we I don't know. We've been talking to the doctors about it for basically a year, and so it got to a point where, yeah, we're gonna have to get him removed. So scheduled a surgery for it.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
Well, he's gonna get to enjoy a lot of ice cream, so good for him.
Yeah, he doesn't really eat it. He's gonna have to learn how to like Jello.
Yeah. Just
So,
stuff that's just gonna slide right down.
yeah, so we're hoping maybe after like a week we'll go see it, but I already know spoilers are going to be everywhere, so I'm going to take like
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take like a week off from
Just,
social media, you
just
know.
a nice sabbatical. It's gonna be insane. Like I really don't want to see it first week because of like how big it's gonna be, you know, like how many people are gonna be there watching it, and it's gonna be like a in-game type of situation where people are gonna be just freaking loud as hell at the movie cheering because oh all the old Spider-Men are out. Like, oh my God, Doc-Ock showed up. Yeah, whoa, oh my
That's
God.
true.
Like, it's gonna be so loud. It's gonna be so annoying. But I mean, that's the price you pay to have to not be spoiled on a movie nowadays. But I mean, I haven't been spoiled on Eternals yet. But also, has anybody seen Eternals yet?
What? So we talked about it before we started recording. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to get tired of a lot of the same superhero films, and
Yeah.
like if I don't ever see Eternals, I don't think I'm gonna care. You know, like there's a lot of I didn't really watch Marvel What If. I didn't finish it.
Yo, What If
I
was
didn't finish
good
it.
though.
I didn't
What If
finish it.
was really good.
There's like a lot of
And
shows where
by the end of it, I mean, I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you. Now I don't know if you're gonna revisit it.
it was already spoiled. I mean, I
Oh,
follow like the Disney Plus account or whatever. So
okay. Then I mean, they found a way to connect all
yeah.
the episodes. So that like that I liked it for that. You know what I'm saying? I thought they did a
Well,
really good job with that show.
I'm
Because
just
at
saying
first it
like
just seemed like it seemed like just a random collection of stuff. And I mean, I was okay with that. And then for those last couple episodes, or was it just the last episode? It was like a precursor that to and like the episode before the last episode, and then yeah,
like I really liked Loki. I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was okay. Wasn't like one of the greatest shows. They could have did much better. They basically did a disservice to Anthony Mackie the way that they wrote that show. But
at the end, yeah,
yeah,
definitely at the end. I thought the best thing to come from that show is the new Captain America / Falcon fit that new costume. That's really nice.
yeah. I was just talking about like the pandering, like
Yeah, yeah,
because
no,
I don't mind. I like Anthony Mackie. I like him as Captain America.
yeah,
I'm just talking about every time he's kicking somebody's butt, there's a crowd waiting to cheer for him. You know,
yeah,
I'm like, dude, we don't have to have a crowd to justify him. Like everybody
yeah.
knows who he is.
It did seem like it seemed like they were forced in. And like I said, by the end, by that, like one of that ending scene, when he's just like giving his whole speech. It felt
Oh
like
yeah.
it was it felt like it was too much. It felt like it was doing way too much.
It's like I'm a
But
black man in a Captain American outfit or something like that, where he was going all out. Uh,
it seems like they're trying to convince it seems like they're trying to convince the fictional crowd more than the comic book, the just fan crowd of us watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
It,
anybody had a problem with a black Captain America.
he's
Like,
been he's been Captain America, and if anybody knows a lick about comic books, he's been Captain America. So
and dude, by the way, uh, I hadn't played it yet until a few weeks ago. So I keep talking about how I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I love the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse film.
yeah,
I never got the Miles Morales game for PlayStation.
yeah.
I got it a few weeks ago, beat the game in like a week because I was like, man, this story is awesome. And
I mean, but it's also really short too. So
it is really short, but I thought the story was still really good.
yeah, I haven't
Um,
played it yet though. I haven't played it yet.
oh, well, it's good. It's good. Worth the money.
I think I want to wait until I get a PS5. I want a PS5. So
Dude, so a lot of our listeners might hate me for this, but I don't know when I'm gonna get a PS5. Uh, I could probably get one this year if I wanted to for Christmas or whatever. It's just
yeah,
I mean, I can still play with everybody on my PS4. And the thing is, I might buy an Xbox before I buy the PS5. Just because I get like this crazy company discount now that I work for Microsoft.
oh man, look at the company guy over here
I
repping
know,
Microsoft, talking about getting an Xbox, dude.
dude,
How much brainwashing have they done to you, bro?
not much, but
How
like
much
that
brainwashing have
Xbox
they done to
Ultimate
you?
Game Pass where you can play online and on PC and everything. I can get that for free for like 2 years straight. No, I'm still saying I'm gonna get a PS5. Like I'm gonna have both. It's just I might get an Xbox first because of the
Um,
discounts.
you said the our listeners might be upset with you. I'm upset with you.
Well, I still have a
But hey,
PlayStation.
that's one less PS5 going out. Then maybe somebody else can have it.
I'm still gonna buy one. Just
Yeah.
probably not until next year.
Um.
And I've been trying to get my hands on one for like 6 months anyways, and can't ever seem to get one in my cart. So
Yes. But also let me kind of rein this back in because we're doing some of that classic wacky unheard of rambling. we
y'all know that's what
we
we do.
got
So
yeah, we got from Spider-Man to tonsils to Xboxes.
well, the
Really
tonsils fit in
really
because
fast.
I
Yeah,
was talking
yeah.
about when I was gonna be able to see it.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited to get back to the Spider movie. I'm really excited about this movie, and but also, I mean, Colton's not listening to this right now, of course, but he was like, "Man, you guys should wait to watch the Spider movie until I get back." So I don't know when he's getting back.
He'll be home for like Christmas, so
Yeah, but I'm not sure the exact.
might be around like the 22nd, 23rd of December.
It's a long time to wait. That's a long time to not get spoiled. So I don't know. I might see it in secret and then pretend I didn't see it. And then when it gets here, I'll be like,
I mean,
that's
hey,
crazy. It's a crazy movie.
if he ever comes back and listens to this episode, I don't even care. Screw you, Colton. I'd watch that crap before seeing it.
Dang.
He would do the same thing. I know he's done it.
I mean, he would do it. I mean,
So
I'm not gonna lie to you. He would do it. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm very, very happy, very excited for this movie. I I've heard very mixed things about Eternals, and that's what we kind of got where we're on where you said that you don't care too much about a lot of extra stuff. But to me, I don't know, just the fact that it's all connected, all one story. I feel like I don't like to miss any piece of the story because then if something happens, I'm like, yo, who's that? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
wanna know.
I just think like now that they're coming out with all the shows, it's getting kind of hard to keep up with. Like,
Oh, just watch the
uh,
show.
yeah, but man, this like I said, it's so much
They're not
superhero
even
stuff.
that long. The TV shows aren't even that long.
I'm just saying, it's so much superhero stuff. Like, I can
It
only watch
is.
so many origin stories and people
That's
becoming superheroes. Like, I'll probably watch Hawkeye. I don't know if I'm really
yeah, I'll
gonna
definitely watch
enjoy.
Hawkeye.
I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy She-Hulk, but Moon Knight is
Uh,
gonna be pretty cool.
I will I will I will definitely enjoy She-Hulk.
I'll probably
Uh,
watch She-Hulk just for Mark Ruffalo.
I mean, I've pretty much liked, other than like I said, the missteps I feel like they took at and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, they were.
other than missteps, I feel like they took with that. I've really enjoyed of their TV shows so far. So I feel like, I mean, I'm not gonna, stop enjoying them. So I mean, they sold me on the shows already. So if it's a show, I'm gonna be watching it. Movies, I either am gonna watch them in the theaters or when they come to Disney Plus. I still have to watch Black Widow. But I feel like that's an easily missable one because of how it is in the timeline and how, I mean, she's already dead.
That movie
Uh,
doesn't matter. Just YouTube the post-credit scene.
but yeah, no, I definitely want to get into Eternals eventually. So
I'll probably watch it when
um,
it comes on Disney. I don't think I'm gonna go see it in theaters. I said, man, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I guess I'm like I feel like I'm just going into a rut. Like
yeah,
I obviously love Spider-Man. I
he's
used to
burnt.
really,
Marvel, you burnt
uh,
this man out.
yeah,
What y'all doing on your way to the top? You lost some people.
dude. I'm just saying like because I think Endgame was like so satisfying, like that ending, uh, that I'm starting to kind of lose interest. I really like Shang-Chi. I did like Shang-Chi, a
Yeah, that
lot.
was a great movie.
Um, it's just like the TV shows I think is what I'm gonna have trouble watching now because like I said, man, I can't even get into like the DC stuff a lot on the CW anymore. Like,
Oh no, they've been lost me on those, man. I watched that last season of Arrow, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. This is too much for me. Y'all done lost me on this, and I feel like I haven't missed a damn thing. Uh, what Supergirl just had their series finale.
they did.
Uh,
Black Lightning was a show.
yeah, my
He's
sister actually really likes Black Lightning. I mean,
I
she's a
liked it.
superhero person a little bit, but she really enjoyed Black Lightning. So she's always like, "Watch Black Lightning, watch Black Lightning." My mom liked it too. I just never really got into it.
I was basically the same. I watched the first two seasons and then Arrow ended and then I just stopped watching the CW really
Yeah,
shows. Flash is predictable.
yeah.
Um,
We talked about that for
yeah,
sure on this show, and I mean we've talked about the last season of Arrow too. I mean it
and
was. Ugh.
dude, is it? This might sound. How do I put this? Hmm. Before I say it,
Do you want some thinker music? I'll give you some.
no, man. I just we need more cool superheroes. Like like it seems to me that DC thinks that the black superheroes can just have electricity powers, like static shock, black lightning. Like
I mean, you got Cyborg. I mean, he technically has electric powers, but like he's like a computer though.
well, that's true. That's true. Cyborg's really cool, especially in Zack
And
Snyder's Justice League.
yeah, yeah, no, he's cool. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I haven't seen it once again, but variety wise, I mean, all those people in the Turtles, they have different powers, so maybe there could be a cool one in the bunch there.
And maybe
Um,
maybe the future's good because like now, yeah, like Anthony Mackie's Captain America and Shang-Chi is obviously a diverse character. His film was really good.
so what you're telling me is you're tired of all these white folks that are superheroes.
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just take it as it is. Keep it moving. Try to enjoy it. Keep it pushing. Um, but like I said, in an effort to kind of reel us in, Jared, do you have anything, as a closing thoughts, closing statements for the show?
First off, get better. Obviously, we want you sounding good for next week's show.
Yeah,
And
do I sound really bad? I'm
you
really
don't sound
sorry, everybody.
awful. You just sound
Everybody,
like stopped up. Like you're
I
not.
have. I've extremely stopped up.
Um, and secondly, you know, sorry folks for us missing a good month of your precious Mondays. Uh, if you tune back in, then we'd love to have you. Obviously, we love all of you. Uh, and you know what? Just have a good week. I know life gets tough. Some things happen, they get in the way, but just think about the good. Think about the good that you got for this week. Thanksgiving's coming up. So, yeah, just think about everything in your life that's nice right now and focus on that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, for me, of course, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back on the show. Co-hosting with the best co-host around. Uh, and yeah, I really do hope I get to feeling better because I mean this thing's got me down bad right now. I mean, I'm fully vaccinated, so I don't know. I mean, it doesn't feel like COVID. I can still taste and smell stuff, but I mean, this has gotten gradually worse over today. So I don't
That was
know.
another that was another thing that happened to us too. We basically recently all got over a sickness, but we all tested negative for COVID. I think
Yeah,
it's a couple weeks ago.
I want to see how the next couple days go, and then if it's super bad, I'm gonna definitely get a COVID test. Everything. I mean, until then, of course, wearing masks, try to stay inside as much as possible. I'm off work tomorrow, so we're
Yeah.
gonna we're probably just gonna stay in and watch some football all day long. Georgia's got what they're lauding it as their toughest test of this season. So
Well,
I'm a hater, so I want to see y'all lose,
we're not gonna
but
lose.
I,
Not
I,
that game.
I don't think so. It's Tennessee. They run the ball. They out here running, but I mean, you guys like Georgia's defense is also a pretty solid offense. So you guys are
Very legendary
definitely
this year.
like Georgia's definitely probably going to be able to score on both sides of the ball uh, this upcoming week. So I don't see this as too much of a competition for them. As much as it pains me to say this, but yeah, I'm uh, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I mean, if you guys are listening, if you guys have made it to the end of this episode, I mean, it's probably one of I mean, we're rounding at about an hour, but not as short as we were trying to keep it. But that's just what you get. That's what you get whenever you listen to us. But uh, yeah, we
Yeah, man.
tried to we try to keep it nice and concise for you guys this week. We definitely have more to say. We definitely have more in the chamber. So if you guys just want to strap in and ride with us, we here. It's gonna be us. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got.
All right, man. Uh, you guys can find me on Twitter at Jared Evans, and I would be kicking myself if I didn't say this before the end of the show. Um, Tiff, if you ever listen, I love you. Thank you for spending 9 years with me so far, and here's to many more. Our date anniversary was November 11th, and we started dating in 2012. So we've been together
Sweet,
for
dude.
9 years now. So if you ever listen, babe, I love you. And yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter at Jared Evans. Hey, hooray!
That is a yay sound effect right there, dude.
Maybe we can. Yeah, that reminds me of the psych. We need to get some guys on here next week. Probably play it again.
Yeah. Um, yeah. But also you can find me on Twitter at young without the O underscore ABG. I mean, you know who it is, you know who I am. You can find us on Twitter at unheard underscore of pod. That's going to be the same as Instagram. Once again, unheard underscore of pod. Facebook. We have a Facebook. You want to find us on Facebook? Search unheard of. You'll probably find us, especially if you listen to this. You probably have already been to the page. But for those who haven't, we here. Listening to us, we're a lot of places where they play podcasts where you go to your local podcast store and you'll probably see our faces there. So yeah.
Yes, you'll definitely see our faces. Amongst other things. Nothing perverted, it's just the show. We go off. Sometimes we're controversial, sometimes we're not. But we're still out here doing our thing. We're not sponsored, so we can say whatever we want.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're
So
not sponsored. But also if you want to sponsor us, we out here.
that's true. That's true. So yes, it was a great week. Glad to have you all back with us. And as always, we love you, we hear you, and we hope you hear us. Hear it unheard of.
And as always, I'm Arthur.
And I'm Jared, and you just listened to
Unheard of.